ng blueberries and graham crust for dessert. Pero pwede rin siya for a savory recipe. Today, gagamitin ko ang dalawang ingredients na to create another delicious dish which I call Mahi-mahi with graham crust and blueberry sauce. Hello everyone! Nandito ako ngayon sa may Ambassador in Paradise sa may Boracay at magluluto na ako ng ating Mahi-mahi with graham crust and blueberry sauce. So let's start first by heating up our pan. Okay, and let's put some oil because we'll be pan frying our fish later on. So you don't have to use olive oil, you could use canola oil, corn oil. You could also use vegetable oil if you like. So let's just let this heat up. Then ito na yung ating mahi-mahi. Ang ating mahi-mahi is found in the Caribbean, South Pacific, and the Southeast Asia. Ang mahi-mahi is strong in Hawaiian and it's known for its strength and fighting ability. So all we have to do is season this with some salt and pepper. So standard na mga ginagamit natin for seasoning. So let's get our pepper. And let's season also the other side. And our salt, again, of course the other side. Now let's season this with our Ajinomoto umami seasoning. Siyempre para mas maging malinamnam ang ating recipe. Yan, baka nagtataka kayo when you buy your products, wala kayong makikita na recommended daily allowance for MSG. And that's because marami ng mga scientific studies na nag-prove na it is safe to use or it's safe to consume kahit na gano'n pa siya kadami. You don't have to be afraid. Kasi diba may mga self-limiting qualities yun na ating MSG. So kahit na gano'n kadami ang makonsumo in a day, it's just fine. So let's just set this aside. For our crust, diba, yung ating graham crust, usually used for mga desserts, katulad na nga lang ng sinabi na sa dating Quickfire foodie na si Val Espinosa. Sabi niya, ating graham crust is often used for mga desserts, for pies, cheesecakes, mga s'mores. So this is very interesting kasi gagamitin natin siya now for a savory recipe. So here's our breadcrumbs. I'm using panko breadcrumbs, of course, to give us a better crust para hindi siya mabilis masunog. And here is our graham crust. You could buy this ng grounded na. Meron din naman yung tipong still into biscuits, tapos kayo na lang mag-ground. Pero if you're gonna use this ng ganito, might as well buy yung naka-ground na siya. Put enough of the graham crust, not too much, kasi meron the sweet side siya. So, ang tendency, like, if you have something sweet, baka mabilis naman siyang masunog, and we wouldn't want that. So, all we have to do now is dip our mahi-mahi into our egg whites. Just make sure that it is coated, both sides. And then that's when we'll dredge it here sa ating graham crust. There. And let's do the same with the other fish. Here. Make sure yan. We need the egg whites pero para siyempre kumapit yung ating graham crust sa ating mahi-mahi. So now we already have our hot oil sa ating pan. We can start pan frying our fish. So let's start pan frying. As long as your oil is hot, you can start pan frying. Let's taste it. There. You need to hear that sizzling sound so that you will know na mainit na yung ating oil. There you go. Okay, so let's just wait for this to cook on one side and then we'll turn it to the other side pag nag-golden brown na yung ating fish. Let me just get a plate. Let's check it. Ayan. There you go. And makikita nyo naman that the color of the fish has already changed. Yung flesh niya kanina, being transparent yan, opaque na siya. Tapos kailangan moist pa rin yung ating fish. We don't want to overcook it and dry it out. So we'll just wait for this to turn golden brown mga few seconds more. And then I will be making the sauce, which is our blueberry sauce. Diba? It's very interesting because we usually just using blueberry for our mga cheesecakes, diba? Mga ating mga desserts, and ating blueberry, it ranges from sweet to tart to tangy. Tapos pag huli ng fresh blueberries, makita na meron parang gray waxy bloom on the skin. It acts as a protective coat for your blueberries. So let's check this. Ayan. This is golden brown. There you go. So let's set this aside first while I make the blueberry sauce. Okay, we just get our saucepan. Let's open this up. Let's get our chicken broth. Pwede na kayong gumamit ng beef broth. You can also use water, pero kasi this one is more flavorful, so let us sit here. There, and then we have here our blueberries. Meron dito available na frozen. Meron din yung naka-vacuum pack. But this one, you can also buy naka-can. So if you're na budget, pwede na yun ang gamitin nyo. Since pag nagagawa naman kayo mga blueberry cheesecake, yun na rin ang ginagamit yung nasa can. Let's just leave later para sa ating cake again. Yeah, just mix it all together. Let's add our heavy cream or all-purpose cream. And then, to thicken it some more, we'll be using our cornstarch. Let's just make a slurry. So I'll be mixing this instead of water with a little bit of chicken broth. So let's just mix it. There we go. And let's add it here. Little by little lang ang paglagay ng slurry. Para, we don't want it naman na parang taste like, we want it porty pa rin yung kanyang consistency. So, and then, you could like break some of the blueberries to achieve a darker and richer color. And we need half of the lemon for the juice. Kailangan natin siya. Let's squeeze it here. Yung flavor nito, meron sweetness, may pagka-tangy. So, let's mix this and season it with some salt and pepper. Complete the lasa in one dish. So, what's this? Okay, let's mix it all together. We're now ready to plate. And then let's get our mahi-mahi that we cooked a while ago. Place it here. Here. So, nag-cool down na rin yung ating fish. So, let's just pour some of our blueberry sauce into our fish. And then let's put some of the blueberries on top. Mga 3 blueberries para in odd numbers. And then let's get a piece of thyme. Let's place it on top. Let's get some more of this. Para kung halimbawa mayroong mga mahilig kasi sa maraming sauce, so let's just place it here. Or they could just pour over the sauce if they want more. And let's put some of the greens again. Just on top of it, para naman attractive siyang tingnan. And there you have it. See, another interesting dish. Nag-combine natin ang flavors ng ating blueberry, ating graham with our mahi-mahi, ang ating mahi-mahi with graham crust and blueberry sauce. Yeah, before I try this recipe, I'd like to invite everybody, if you want to get a copy of my recipe so that you could try all the things that I cook here on the show, please log on to wmn.ph or ajinomoto.com.ph. And if you have any quick tips that you would want to share with us, please email us at quickfire@gmailnetwork.com. Mahi-mahi becomes even more flavorful with Ajinomoto umami seasoning. Try this recipe at home. Napaka-interesting ng flavor ng ating blueberry with our graham crust and of course, our fresh mahi-mahi. I'm sure that everybody will enjoy this. For more recipes and tips, join me again next time, only here on Quickfire, your 10-minute kitchen wonders. Try ko na. I'd like to thank Ajinomoto Umami Seasoning, Ambassador in Paradise Resort, Station 1, Beachfront, Mr. Jupe and Mrs. Nikki Vandertax, Executive Chef Fortune Fulgar, Guest Relations Director Mr. Raymond Balapitan, True Value, Emerflex. Hello everyone! Nandito ako ngayon sa Ambassador in Paradise Resort, well, in Fernand.